recognize that there is no difference between your fight and mine. The strong will crush the weak from time immemorial. This has been and continues to be the universal rule. You're wrong! You people attacked my village and hurt those that I care for. And now you won't leave Yuli alone. But I'm not fighting for vengeance. I'm fighting so that the strong won't prey on the weak, and to prevent that from ever happening again. It isn't easy, taking up this arm. After all, it's a weapon which takes away lives so easily. It's a power born of war, and it's not something to be used lightly, the way you people do.
But fighting for vengeance is pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, dang. If you don't mind me, I'm gonna go in this fire panel. Fire hex? Why'd I call it a panel? We're doing 4D pocket again?
I wanna help!
You locked our no? Yeah, our no was in the spot.
Heal!
If it's a heal, no big deal.
Plenty. Here I go. Watch this! Space distortion!
Okay, you can still use distortion
Let's
control.
do this! Let's see. No rest for my relentless blade.
We're gonna need a lot of intrudes.
You can't overcome distorted space.
I can overcome whatever I want.
I'm not good at holding back.
Comet strike?
Yeah.
Chat, give me just 1 second. Sorry, I'll probably never remember to trim that out, but if I do, congrats to me, future me. Ideally killing you would be good, but I'm not going to do that.
The jaws of space-time will crush you.
Yes, yes, the jaws of space and time or whatever.
Everyone.
Put you on the fire
Let's do
panel,
this smartly.
so maybe slow you down if I can. Mr. Keelberry here.
Cheer up.
Let's finish this before I get hurt again.
Oh, that was basically my force, so now I don't have enough for Mystic. I mean not Mystic, Intrude. That makes sense. Get him.
I'll finish you.
Finish him. Good job.
Okay, let's see what I can do.
Fragile here so we can get Jude more damage. I might even have enough to build up for a dual brand. You... Oh, but that's going to take Force 2. I think I'm better off just attacking. Yeah, 1400. You got a crit? Calm down, girl. I can't even afford dual brand if I wanted to. Just build a Force.
No, not until Scythe is avenged.
Yeah.
Okay,
You
let's
and
see what I
Avenging
can do.
Scythe. Good luck with that. Oh, it shows me defense down, resistance down, reflex down. It does show you on the side what you have lowered.
Sealed off. No one
Oops.
in or out.
That's
My
not what I
turn.
meant to do. My bad. Do a phantom line here.
Take this. This should be interesting.
Could intrude, but I'm really saving up for when your distortion thing is dead. Raquel does a lot with one hit. We don't really need healing. I'm just gonna do this.
Revenge for sight.
I say that and Yuli dies. Here, get you up.
I figured we might need this.
I did that mostly because I knew I had a revive fruit, so I was like, why not? What can go wrong? Do this.
With enough of them, even pebbles can
Hey, yeah,
be
magic
weapons.
defender.
I'll never
Alright, what are you
forget
doing now?
you.
4D thing?
This is
Nope,
how
tank
you
drop.
use a tank. I figured we might need
I
this.
guess now I intrude and I can attack and pile on the damage. Yeah.
Ha! What do you think you're doing?
Then... I can intrude again? Might as well, honestly.
Emotions are without end.
You could really pile on this damage. I can't Comet Strike, that's fine. You're out of MP. Normal attack does just fine. I can do it again. I'm not going to, though. I'm just gonna do this.
Not
Maybe
until
our no
I
can
lose
slow down and I can get like a turn with Jude or something.
Watch this.
Close.
Face distortion. Take this. I want to help.
Now material. You can't guard against this.
Linking to the material.
Shoe Dark, which is known as Code M?
To operate. Code M.
Code M, yeah. I wonder why all the Guardians have codes. I wonder if that's going to be relevant later in like the story or something. Man, I hope we get like Guardian lore in the story. Oh, I killed her! Because you can't defend, right. So maybe materials like the key to that fight. To make it less tedious.
How amusing. You spout off about the gravity of arms. Then you ought to know the weight of your words. Over the ages, I bore witness. As humans waged countless wars from one generation to the next. Power used to take, not save lives. Yet you children, you who inherit the earth and wield this power, you espouse different ideals? How ironic. If such a thing were possible, then Scythe and I, if only we...
Alright, went really well. Yo, Mastered Revive? What does Master Revive mean? Does that just revive more HP? Like, give more HP to someone you revive?
It's almost as if a powerful force is pulling at it.
What's happening?
Arno! Hey, I don't always have all the answers. Why don't you try thinking for yourself?
You think this is the way out, don't you, Arno? Then we'll just have to trust your instincts.
Trusting Arno's instincts. Oh, hey. There has to be no communication from the Eulalia at all. It appears that they were unable to complete their mission. It's almost too much to believe. I never would have thought a Brianak lieutenant could lose. Nevertheless, we must face reality. We have failed the assignment we have sworn to complete and betrayed the expectations of the High Council. Isn't that right, Commander Kresnik and Lieutenant Jeremy? It was bad timing, and I shouldn't have underestimated them just because they were kids. I won't screw it up next time. I'll secure Yuli Outride unharmed. That task will be my top priority over all else. So, Captain, the only thing less appealing than an unsightly man is one who doesn't know when to quit. But Farmal, or Farmel. Farmel. This has to be a joke, and a bad one at that. Isn't that right? Oggs, isn't this one of your jokes, right? Say something, will ya? Otherwise I do enjoy jokes, but I don't count tolerating failure among my hobbies. After all, it's necessary to acknowledge one's faults. If that's how it's gonna be. My, what menace he exudes. He looks like he's about to burst. Surely you aren't thinking about doing anything silly. I'd really advise you against it. After all, I'm the fortress that guards Brianak's ideals. And I am the lance that enforces Brianak's ideals. Know that any misbehavior will need to answer to us. Violation of service regulations in the second degree insubordination. You've earned yourself a transfer to a new post, Jeremy. Why don't you cool your heels for a while over at Ilsveld Prison Island? Don't forget, Kresnik. I know all about your... Jeremy, I do not dislike your ferocity. You can use your ferocity to force into motion that which is stagnated. When the time comes, let's fight together once again. For you too are one of Lambda's elite, a member of Brianak. Enlisted soldiers. You're sending these guys to escort me? Hey, don't you dare touch me. I can't make it to Ilza prison by my damn self, and I'll make it back that way too. We appreciate your hard work, Kresnik. Continue to watch over your sister carefully. It is for the sake of this world's future. Just before the Eulalia was lost, we observed the spatial distortion reaction most likely caused by Belial. Let's start our trace near the dimensional nexus stones she established. If anyone's able to return, that's where they are most likely to appear. Who do you intend to send in pursuit? If we're to ensure our success, it would be inadvisable to send the lieutenants one at a time. To guarantee the completion of the mission, we must concentrate our forces while preparing for all possible contingencies. I'll leave the administration of our forces in this matter to you, August. I really like... Is that supposed to be like August? Because like, I feel like Wild Arms has like a notorious translation history. Wild Arms 1 had some translation stuff that was like not meant to be. Wild Arms 2 is a story. And I think 3 even had some words that were supposed to be translated differently. I'd like you to formulate a foolproof plan. Yes, sir. I shall not fail to meet your expectations. Now then, what would you like to do, Kresnik? Will you remain on standby until August's plan is ready? No, I'll let you decide what's best for you while on standby. You may do as you please. Understood. I'll be on standby for the time being. As soon as my orders are ready, I'll join in on the operation. You're so considerate, Lambda, but aren't you being a little lenient, especially with regard to Jeremy's punishment? It's only natural that I treat my valuable subordinates well. Jeremy and Kresnik are the valuable ones. Of course they aren't alone. What matters is the future of this world, and I would sacrifice anything for that. I can't tell if you're really cruel or really kind. Of course, that's what I like about you. It's just, well, following you takes its toll. I do hope you'll continue to follow me, Farmel. Yes, I'll follow you anywhere. Man, I can't not make the Antinora Vinsfeld parallel. Oh, I wasn't expecting voice acting.
Just like that day.
Is Raquel talking?
Like death incarnate.
Raquel!
Ah, yes, hello. We made it back alive. We appear to be in the Valley of the Flying Dragons, the area that Justin and Fina end up in after climbing the end of the world and falling off that giant tower. What an experience. Except this time we came from like a parallel dimension or something. You know, I appreciate your trust in me at the crucial moment, but you sure took your sweet time waking up. Sorry. I don't recognize this place. Looks like we've ended up in some forest I've never seen before. Yeah, it would be best to keep moving, but you don't look too well, Raquel. You should rest a bit more. I'm fine. I'll be back to normal once I get back on my feet. If we're gonna rest, let's wait until we find a town where we can actually relax. Man, when was the last time we've been to one of those? Game is having a hard time running right now. There's so many bees. Why? Why are there so many bees?
Time to cut loose.
Cut loose, man. Do what you must. Man, that was like everything from like the Eulalia onward, or wherever we went before the Eulalia. After like the orphanage, that's where it was. The orphanage, the Eulalia, and then that distorted space. That was wild. Insane. Hey, die. How dare you miss?
Come on!
Who do you think you are? This is fine. This Phantom Line's gonna work. They were basically set up for it. They had it coming.
Stop jumping around.
Okay, I think you're gonna have to use magic on these things. I think that's the way they want you to do it. Or Jude's arm with, like, accuracy.
I want to help everyone.
You dumb buffoon. Getting Raquel from all the way over here.
Time to say goodbye.
Okay, just really good evasion. Sometimes it's hard to hit them. They are hornets.
Darn, we missed it, huh?
Of course I moved away from the evasion apple. Why wouldn't I? Game hates this forest. Oh, media vision, please. I doubt you'll do it. If you're, like, please port Wild Arms 4 and 5 to the PS5 just so I can play all the Wild Arms games on PlayStation 5. I would love it. It's not impossible, but it's incredibly unlikely. It's very unlikely, but man, I would love it.
Gotcha.
The first three are all on PS5, and then 4 and 5 are the only ones that are like, hey, you have to emulate them. Also, Alter Code F, that one's on PS2. You have to emulate that one as well. Die.
Time to cut loose.
Here, go with Jude.
My turn.
My turn.
To help others, I awaken my power. Phantom Line's full power.
One that got away always looks the biggest.
Level 17. Why does the game hate this area?
Now watch me in action.
Hey, you want to give up that fire spot? Okay, thanks.
Time to cut loose.
I want to give it to Yuli to do a screen wipe. Die. Never mind, it's not even necessary anymore, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Screw it being necessary. I want to do it anyway.
Over there.
Hey, let Yuli do this.
I have to be strong.
Let her get Shoe Dark out here. Kill them.
Linking to the material. Ready to operate. Code M. Thanks to everyone who believed in me.
Ba-ba-bum. Probably the water effect that's making this lag. Just a guess. Might be the water effect.